Yo, what's up guys? Another day, another video. I wanted to film this one outside, but for whatever reason, whatever day we get a new knife, it's like hurricane winds out there. So if you hear what sounds like the wall shaking, it's probably because the wall is shaking. All the trees are just like swaying like this, and I'm glad I don't have the flag on the flagpole right now. But anyway, today's video, we're going to be unboxing, taking a first look at Jared from Neeves Knife Co., the Offender. I've been looking forward to this one for a little bit. It was supposed to be here like 4 days ago, and it got stuck in Indiana and it's bouncing all around. So definitely looking forward to, excited to open this guy up, have some first impressions. Not really a review video, more of just an unboxing and what I think when I first see it. It's a titanium front flipper with magnacut, and yeah, that's pretty much all I know. So let's get it unboxed. Let's see what we got. Sorry if you see the stripes on the thing there. I'm gonna try and keep, it in focus and like in frame. It's just the blinds here. I even like stuck up a diffuser in front of them, and apparently it's not doing anything. So yeah, I don't know what's worse, having it open and like that. Maybe that's better. Just not have the lines. Ugh, I don't know. I really need to figure out a proper spot to like film and do the videos. I don't mind the hallway, but the hallway is like really crammed. I really like outside in the shed, but the lighting is bad. And obviously I can't just sit outside on the deck because the weather right now doesn't permit. So we're just working with what we got today. Hopefully I will try and keep everything exposed to the right exposure, and you can see things and things aren't overexposed and whatnot. But let's just get right into it. I've not peeked yet. I haven't opened it, so this is a real first impression, first unboxing of Jared from Neeves Knife Co., the Offender. Let's see what we got. The box, like packaging, it was literally just a bubble mailer with this box in it. That was it. There was no extras. There was no goodies. Pretty simple, but kind of boring. Anyways, I want to say the price on this thing was just under $200, if I remember right. I want to say it was like $199.99 or something. So like after tax, and it's over $200, but it's basically a $200 titanium frame lock. I believe it's a frame lock. So in the box here we have a pouch, pretty typical these days, and that's it. Just another knife box to go on the shelf. I really wish knife companies would take a little more time to make the boxes a little nicer, because if this had like a cool magnetic lid, or like, I don't know, just make it to where I can use this for something else after you've shipped my pouch in it, because like I said, it's just going to go up on the shelf. It's not going to get used for anything. Where as a kid, I remember packaging was just so much better, and I'd always save boxes because they had magnetic lids. I'd like use them for pens and pencils and blah, 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 etc., etc. Knife companies, do more for your packaging. Make it more of an experience, kind of like, what Apple does. And I think you will have a better product, and you could then charge more, because now it's not just a knife. You have the experience of unboxing the knife. You get what I'm saying. Anyways, here we go. Here's the package. It does have a nice embroider on it, so you know what package it is. It's a little annoying when you get 30 of these black pouches and you have no idea what's on the inside because they're not labeled. So nice that I know what this pouch is. I know what's inside without having to open it. Let's just unzip it, and we should have our knife. Yeah, that is it. No card, no nothing. So very simple, minimal. Just basically, you ordered a knife, you got a knife. Let's see. So it's a lot thinner than I thought it was going to be, which isn't bad at all, especially for like a good EDC, carry. Get this pouch out of here. All right, first flick. Here we go. How does it, Spidey flick? Ooh, that was a fail on my part. That was 100% misfail on my part. So it is a frame lock. I couldn't remember if it was a frame lock or a liner lock. That's the one that I always struggle with, the over-the-top index here. And it seems like you definitely can do it pretty easy. It's just not putting pressure on that lock bar on the back side. I like that the blade is very sterile. Like, there's no blade branding whatsoever. Like, no blade branding, just nice sterile blade. He put his logo on the pivot there, totally fine with me. I don't mind that at all. And then the rest of the knife is just pretty much plain Jane titanium with your satin magnacut. It does say magnacut right there on the bottom, which I think is a totally fine spot. I think either right here on the bottom or top of the spine, or even like hide it on the internal of the knife to where, you know, you have to take the knife apart and basically have to see it on the blade to know it's there. Being someone who is definitely a front flipper lover, this might be one of the best front flipping knives I own now. It used to be my Dawn, and I think if I hand this to people, more people will be able to open this than the Dawn. Except the one caveat to that is because this is a frame lock, people could still get stuck on the frame, where the Dawn liner lock, I feel more people can open just because there's, you know, it's a lot harder to put pressure on the frame there. But initial impressions for this, the action is amazing. It's definitely probably going to break in to be a little bit more drop shutty and be one of those like finger guillotines. Like right there, you can already see you can play the game of trying to get to close without getting your finger. It's thinner than I thought it was going to be, but thinner in a good way. I think this is going to be a really good EDC. The handle has like a nice curved kind of banana shape to it. So ergonomically, like it, you know, it fits your hand well. The jimping on the top, they did it all the way around the top. So you can, you know, basically, no matter where you put your finger, you got jimping all the way up there. And then the jimping isn't like too aggressive. So when you put your thumb right here where you're going to work, like it feels like it's actually giving you grip. And it's not just uncomfortable like poking into your finger, if that makes sense. And then because it has that little harpoon kind of swedge, it like really keeps your thumb just locked in there, and you can really feel like you're going to do some heavy work. And then if you like really need to get into it, I mean, you can choke up there and like really, you know, do some heavy tasks, which this thing is probably more of an everyday just user, you know, an everyday cutter, but it is a titanium frame lock. And I think we underestimate how overbuilt these are for most of our everyday EDC uses. You know, making my peanut butter jelly sandwich, opening my Amazon box. This is more than I need. You know, I could basically get by with a slip joint, you know, like, especially these days. There's nothing I do on a day-to-day hard task where I need anything more, really, than a slip joint. So this titanium frame lock is totally overbuilt and overkill, but I don't know, man. I really like this one. I knew Jared was gonna make a good knife because he's seen a lot of knives. I don't know what that was. Something just blew over outside. But he's seen and handled a lot of knives. So this pretty much checks all the boxes. It has a nice plunge grind, nice and thin, magnacut, heat treated right, titanium with a nice milled clip, nice deep carry. Has a lanyard hole in the clip, not in the handle, so you don't have an extra hole here. There's no lefty holes, so that's really nice. It looks like they matched the same jimping on the spine here with the jimping on the backspacer. I don't know if that's, we're going to get to show up here. There we go. So nice blue titanium anno on the jimping to match the titanium anno on the clip there. As well as all the hardware, all the screws, they all have a nice blue anno to it. See if we can get a good picture of it. There, you can really see. So it's got a nice blue anno that just matches the titanium really well. I like the grind just being a basic satin grind, you know, with kind of that two-tone finish. Super slicey. Obviously, the Tanto with the dual point there. So, I mean, you could use the main point to pierce, or you could just use that point right there to open your Amazon box. The blade has a bit of a curve to it, so when you're in the cut, it's like the shape, the geometry of the profile of the blade is going to make it to where the knife, it's going to cut into itself, instead of some knives you cut and the profile of the blade, like whatever you're cutting just slips out. Because it's curved in, it's actually, as you're cutting, it's pushing whatever you're cutting into itself. So the blade is basically working for you, not against you. I'm not 100% sure if this is on skiffs. I want to say I saw that it was already modded on skiffs. And yeah, you could definitely tell the thing is super smooth right out the box, brand new, already has pretty much butter action that's gonna satisfy anyone. The one thing I will say is the Spidey flick isn't the 100% most, like, sometimes when you put your finger on the little cutout of the thing, you know, like, your finger is supposed to go there. Where this one, it just feels like a cutout. It doesn't feel, I don't know, I guess in my head I'm comparing it to the Touch Knives flick, and for whatever reason, your finger feels like it's supposed to go there to do the Spidey flick, where this just feels like a giant cutout where it doesn't really matter where you go, which is kind of nice because it's not like a specific spot. You know, if you're one that wants to Spidey flick more from the top, you can. Or, you know, if you want to Spidey flick it more from the tip, it works wherever you're at, because the knife has a really good detent. The detent isn't too hard. It's not too light. I mean, it has a whack to it, especially, you know, if you just thumb flip it, you know, pretty stinking hard. Can you do this? Oh, yeah. That's probably one of my favorite ways to open front flippers, is just in the reverse over the top with the middle finger. Yeah, initial impressions, I don't know if there even really needs to be a review for this knife. I can already tell you it's going to be a great everyday user. It's a titanium frame lock and magnacut that's ground super thin and has a Tanto universally just awesome, like, ground edge. I don't know. Yeah, this knife is awesome. If you didn't pick one up, I think you missed out, especially for the price. This easily might just be up there in, like, my top 5 for best knives that I own. And that's crazy to say, being that I think this is his first design. But yeah, guys, that's the Neeves Knife Co. Jared Offender. If you've never watched any of his YouTube videos, definitely go check out a bunch of his videos. He knows what he's talking about, especially when it comes to sharpening. And as you can see by his first knife design, he knows how to make a pretty solid knife. I'm not sure who the OEM is of who manufactured this, and I'm not sure why the sun had to wait for 12 minutes to finally go behind the clouds right as the video ends. But yeah, guys, that's the Jared Neeves Knife Co. Offender initial unboxing, review, first impressions, whatever you want to call it. This thing is awesome. I definitely recommend it. I'm going to use it, carry it for the next week, if not longer. Maybe I'll do an update review video. Not really sure that it's necessary, though. I can already tell you this thing is definitely a winner. It is an amazing front flipper. And, yeah, you need to go buy one. So, yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Not really sure what the future of this channel is. I know I was doing a video every day, and then I went on vacation, and then 2 days turned into a week, and then I haven't produced a video till now. I think I kind of want to try and go for quality instead of quantity. I like this filming setup a little bit better. I don't know. I need to figure out a proper place to film, proper lighting, and just be consistent with it and, like, produce quality content that's not just a 3-second short where I feel like I'm being rushed. Because that's just kind of how it was. You know, it's cool to put out a video every day, but it felt like 3 minutes. You know, as you can see, I've gone on for 13 minutes talking about a knife that I just unboxed. So I definitely probably talk a little too much in my videos, but maybe you guys watch me because of my ranting and rambling, and it makes it so I'm not just a boring robot. You know, I have a personality, and I don't know. People tell me I'm interesting. My thing is, I just have too many hobbies. I have too many things I like to do, and I can't just have a knife channel. Like, it's a knife, 3D printing, going skateboarding, hiking, camping, taking the dogs out. Just, it's a my life channel. It's not really just a strictly knife channel. So, I don't know. In the future, I need to get a new computer so I can edit videos, because I want to get back into making the vlogs. And I still want to do knife videos, but I think I might try and incorporate some more of the daily, you know, all the stuff that I basically post on the Instagram stories, because that's pretty much what people seem to enjoy as far as my content goes. So I get the most amount of views is the Instagram stories of just my day-to-day life of what I'm doing that day. It's weird being on unemployment, but I'm only on it for another week or so, and then I have to go back to work, so we'll see how that changes things with the schedule just all completely getting thrown out of whack. But yeah, guys, sorry for that extra 2 minutes of ranting that you probably didn't need to see, but that's why I put it at the end of the video. We put the knife first, so hopefully if you made it to this point, you're a true subscriber. Like, favorite, share, do what you gotta do. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's 100% free. Leave some comments down below on things you want to see me do in the future. Sorry for the dogs barking. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.